During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking egg.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Welcome, folks. Thursday afternoon. Happy to have you here with us. It's May 2nd, 2019. This is Revenge of the Sis. Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez, your hosts with the most.
Beetlejuice ref, dope. Beetlejuice ref, dope. One more day, Mike. After this was one more day, and then it's the weekend, and then we get to relax.
Have a couple laughs. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll relax.
How many shows a week does Cumtown do?
2 a week. And they bang them out in one shot.
You ever think we're working too hard?
So they basically do
One show.
that
they split.
and then they split it and they shoot it out there. We should do that. We should just bang it all out.
We would
one
be
day.
poor.
We should just bang it all out. We are poor.
Poorer.
So it kind of works out anyway.
Poorer.
Compared to Cumtown, we are. Yeah, I know. So, hey, patreon.com/we're not sorry.
There you go.
Look, sign up there.
They're at 40,000. We're at 400.
Look,
Whatever.
I'll settle for 20 a month. 20,000 a month. I'm not a greedy man.
Easy peasy.
I'm not a greedy
Easy
man.
peasy.
It's my birthday. Come on.
Well, not yet. You keep saying it's your birthday.
No, they keep saying it's my birthday, and I keep disputing that it's my birthday.
So now
but it is coming up, though.
You know the day they're going to say it's not your birthday? On your birthday. No one's going to give you credit. That's what's going to happen every other day.
Well, now I'm sad. Now I'm very, very sad.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so there's all this good stuff going on.
Well, I guess
people eating chicken on the fucking house floor, because that's, good decorum.
I think the biggest news right before the show, Facebook bans Alex Jones, Milo Yiannopoulos, Louis Farrakhan, and other right-wing personalities.
Laura Loomer's in there.
Oh, I know. I'm just reading the title.
Oh, okay. I was gonna, because there's a Paul Joseph Watson.
There's one something here.
They hit him hard.
So let's start with this. This was the Washington Post. This was the title of the article. Washington Post, breaking news: Breaking. Facebook bans far-right leaders, including Louis Farrakhan, Alex Jones, Milo Yiannopoulos, for being dangerous. And the title of the article is Facebook bans extremist leaders, including Louis Farrakhan. Okay. The original title was that they banned far-right leaders, and then they lumped in Louis Farrakhan.
Well, they got to go like, no, see, it's not right-wing. We're going after everybody.
That's not the... I hear what you're saying, but that's not my point. Read that and tell me if it doesn't... If it's not saying that Louis Farrakhan is a far-right leader. Breaking.
Oh, of course.
Facebook bans far-right leaders, including Louis Farrakhan.
But I think that's just laziness, because I think they went back and go like, well, add Farrakhan to it so it doesn't look like it's all right-wingers. And some lazy person was like, yeah, bans far-right.
Washington Post correction. This is 8 minutes ago. Facebook bans extremist figures, including Louis Farrakhan. And now it's extremist figures, not right. There's little fucking games.
Also, can I just say something here?
Yeah.
I don't want Alex Jones banned. I don't want Milo banned. I don't want Loomer banned. I don't want Paul Joseph Watson banned. On the other hand, I also don't want Louis Farrakhan banned.
Agreed. I'm with you 100%.
I don't want... So who's some of the other really shitty left? Like there's been
Unicorn Riot?
There have been a couple of left-wing groups that have been banned. I don't want them banned either. So I just want that established. I'm not like, let's deplatform them, deplatform. I don't want anybody deplatformed. But they did like 10 right-wingers and then Louis Farrakhan, so they could go, well, we're purging, trust me. And this was, what this is, was Facebook contacting all their buddies over there at the press and going, you did your headline wrong. Let me rewrite that for you. Because you got to help us sell this banning. So we got to put one guy in there that's not right-wing.
It's almost like Louis Farrakhan was a token. Facebook has banned popular right-wing personalities, citing their content is dangerous, while announcing a major... By the way, if you thought Milo was poor before, bans have been issued to conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, fringe right social media personality Laura Loomer, and... He gets no adjectives. There's nobody cares anymore. Milo Yiannopoulos.
PJ Dubs as well. I was
he is? Okay, because it's not...
kicked off of Facebook.
Okay, so Paul Joseph Watson's also been kicked off.
As far as I know. That's what I heard from a reliable source.
We've also banned individuals or organizations that promote or engage in violence. Okay, that's fine. Engaging in violence. I'm with you there.
Yeah, but that's already covered under rules. That's covered under the law, actually. Like, I can't say, you know what, guys? We need to rise up and go to Memphis, Tennessee, and insert something here. Doesn't matter what group. Then you could go, well, he's banned, and we're also going to press charges. You can't rise up an army and go kill a group of people. Like that I get. But they're going after Alex now?
Social media personalities, Laura Loomer, I read that, who espouse xenophobic and anti-immigration sentiments.
Whoa. That's covered under freedom of speech, you assholes.
Yeah, but Facebook's a private company. They can do what they want.
I get that. I know, and I'm not going to, trust me, we're not going to circle into this fucking redundant conversation again.
This libertarian circle hellhole.
But it used to be like spreading dangerous far-right propaganda. You're going to get people hurt. And it's now just, we banned them because they're anti-immigration. You're like, what? You can't do that.
And then the quote is, we ban individuals and organizations that promote or engage in violence, hate, regardless of ideology. It sure seems like, except for one, it was all pretty much one ideology. The process for evaluating potential violators is extensive, and it was led us to our decision to remove these accounts today. Other accounts purged Thursday were operated by Louis Farrakhan, leader of the Nation of Islam, who has made several anti-Semitic statements. Thank God we're protecting the Jews. Along with other reported anti-Semites like Paul Nehlen, who has launched unsuccessful congressional campaigns in the last two elections.
I'm Paul Nehlen. I'm a white nationalist, but my wife's Mexican, and I have a gay Jewish campaign manager. Hi, I'm Paul Nehlen. I doxed Ricky Vaughn.
Miss Loomer,
vote for me.
Miss Loomer and several others included in the Facebook ban have also removed from other social media sites such as Twitter. Mr. Jones, who runs the conspiracy theorist outlets called InfoWars, had several of his affiliated accounts shut down on the platform in October last year, a month after he and the outlet were permanently banned for violating behavior policies. A spokesperson for Facebook told CNN Business, that's an oxymoron, the accounts purged Thursday were deemed dangerous. After being evaluated in a lengthy process, these these are their quotes, that including assessing whether the person or organization has ever called for violence against individuals based on their race, ethnicity, or national origin. Okay, let's go down this list. Let's go. Alex Jones. Has Alex Jones ever called for violence against individuals based on race, ethnicity, or national origin?
No.
Okay. Has Laura Loomer...
I got to push her in front of the bus here.
Uber.
Not only Uber, she has continued to harp on constantly, basically, that all Islamic people are just savages and murderers and disgusting fucking invaders. Like, all of them. So I'm sorry, but I gotta back off Looms because she has been pushing her luck with and again, she doesn't go like, hey, we need to worry about extremist radical Islam, or we need to worry about Wahhabism, or there's certain Saudi-connected cells of... Okay, we'll have that talk. But she just straight up is like, all Muslims are filthy savages. We can't let them in here.
I get it.
They're cutting everybody's
But there's
clits
nothing
up.
I've seen that should make Laura Loomer banned from Facebook.
I don't know about Facebook, but she was
I'm talking about Facebook.
She got very spicy on Twitter, and I'm sure if you poured through her old Facebook posts, you'd find plenty where she got very autistically obsessed with Muslims. Like the way we did post 9/11, she never developed past that point.
So
mentally.
Mike is saying that Laura Loomer should be deplatformed.
I'm not saying she should be
You
deplatformed.
could quote it, and you should put that at the top of the artitle that Mike thinks Laura Loomer,
That's not what I'm
along
saying.
with her alt-right friend Louis
That's-
Farrakhan.
No, that's not what I'm saying, you fuck. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that when you lump her in with Alex Jones, for instance, I just feel that that's unfair
to
Alex Jones.
That's very funny. Okay, that's
No, man,
I know what you're saying.
I know
but
we live in clown world, and that's funny to you, but it's true.
It is funny.
That she, you know what I mean? It's there again. There is a difference between saying, look, we need to do something about this immigration. When you bring in large groups of Muslims into a predominantly white nation, and it's a Western Christian nation, it tends to get a little. There tends to be growing pains. We need to do something to address this issue. Laura Loomer literally goes around and goes, they're all godless savages who have to be destroyed. You're like, all right, well, dial it back a little. Which is why with Alex, I feel bad because Alex is not doing that. You never see Alex going like, well, they're culturally incompatible. We're going to kill all of them. They shouldn't be working for Uber. Like, he doesn't do that shit. He's not... Alex knows how to keep it to globalists, and you know what I mean? Like, he knows his shit. He knows how to... Trust me, he's Fred Astaire when it comes to hitting that dance floor. So I'm more concerned with Alex than I am these other people, because he's getting lumped in with people who have made their entire careers saying really irresponsible shit with no repercussions.
So Alex Jones is Fred Astaire on the dance floor, and Laura Loomer is Fred Armisen. I got it.
It's just stepping all over everybody, and you're like, look, man, I'm just saying, again, and I don't think anybody on this list should be deplatformed. Clearly, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's unfair to lump Louis Farrakhan and Laura Loomer in with Alex Jones, and it's. And Milo, too, because Milo's another one that's just like, all lesbians are fat and deserve to be raped. Aren't I spicy? Oh, I'm so irreverent. So, like, every once in a while, too, you're like, all right, guy. Like, you make your whole career upsetting people is just, you're going to end up getting in trouble a lot.
Whether the person has been identified with hateful ideology or whether they use hate speech or slurs in their about section on their social media. Who the fuck uses slurs in their... Can you imagine your biography on Facebook is like these fucking N-words?
That would be really funny.
What? Nobody does that.
Artist, journalist, political activist, hater of K words. Like, whoa, what are you doing? You're going to lose your account.
Miss Loomer, whose account on Instagram and other platforms owned by Facebook remained active shortly after the ban against her was announced, urged her fans to follow her on Telegram.
Personally, I don't understand why I got banned. I mean, all I do is say lesbian feminists should be raped and that having sex with children should be allowed. That's all I say. I don't want to get lumped in with this Laura Loomer. She's a real... You imagine Milo coming out? Look, I don't hate all Muslims. I mean, hell, some of them are pedophiles, so I get along with them swimmingly.
Okay, that's not. Milo's not. You know.
Just fucking around.
Yeah, it's, dude, it's pretty bad, man. Because
There's always a Milo defender. That's not what he said. He was actually describing when he. We get it. It's a comedy show. Sorry, I'm so sorry that we use a combination of exaggerating and hyperbole and other verbal tricks to create what we call jokes. Fucking jokes.
never heard of
you
those.
asshole. God, there's just. We're never going to get, like, this show's going to get bigger and bigger, and there's always going to be more people in the chat going, well, actually, Milo, we know. But if you take anything Milo says seriously, if you take him seriously, you're the one who should be embarrassed, sir. Not me. Not me.
You know that coat that he bought was $32,000.
32 grand.
$32,000
For his fucking big, for his big book announcement that then, remember, they ended up pulling it. He is, bro, Milo, for a guy who does not care for minorities, he sure spends money like one.
Yeah. Well, that's because he's married to one.
If you believe that, I still think that's R.C. Maxwell in that picture.
I want to introduce you to somebody. This is fresh. There's only 300 subs. You're going to love this guy. Ethan Hansen's E-Frog Industries. He goes by E-Frog. He's in Alaska. He's kind of like if Dusty Bogan was a terrible person, but in Alaska. So let me quick setup here. He likes to watch Infowars videos, right? And then he comments on them. This is him recently watching The War Room, okay? And where they were talking about in Texas that father who's splitting custody with his wife, and the wife wants to give hormone blockers and he doesn't. So let me show you the new YouTube sensation here, E-Frog. So he's just playing, filming it off of TV. You know.
Why do people do this?
Now, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. So he's talking about transgender children. Here you go.
So yeah, we're still rolling here. All right. So you like my shirt? Huh? You like my shirt?
Can I just comment already?
Oh, of course. Of course.
You know, it's like, all right, like we love Dusty Bogan. Because Dusty has no production values. He's a simple man with simple tastes. But he has this fucking charisma and this humility oozing out of him that just makes you go, I love this man and everything about him. This man. Same, no production values, no nothing. But you can already tell he has no charm and no charisma. This is going to be
ready.
The complete opposite of a Dusty Bogan video.
Get ready.
There's no, hey, he's a cow.
He has tact, too. Watch.
Yeah. That's a beautiful shirt. You know where I got that shirt, don't you?
Brendan Dilley.
Worse. You'll see.
Baked Alaska.
Worse. I mean, and I don't say that lightly. You know I would never say that lightly. This is worse.
Louis Farrakhan, our newest
right-wing leader?
Our newest far-right fucking member of the family.
That's right. You know it. One and only. Discontinued shirt. Oh. Hey, folks.
And there you go. Here's the...
Folks, how you
wow,
doing?
that
It's
is...
Z-Prog.
Wait, does he not have teeth? Is he not? Is he toothless? Is he a toothless man?
As you will find out in a little bit. Because you're kind of already spoiling this.
Is this not a man of many teeth?
You're kind of. Does he have teeth? Well, yeah, but not all of them, right, D?
Well, who's going? These things going on.
As you will learn soon, the reason he lost his teeth, and this isn't another video, but fine, you spoiled it a little bit. No problem though.
Meth?
It's not meth. It's really, that's what I thought too, but that's not why he says he lost his teeth. The reason that he says he lost his teeth and
sucking dicks coated in meth.
It had nothing to do with
that.
Let me see here, because it's worth playing why he thinks his teeth fell out. He says that his teeth fell out. I'm trying to find the video here because of the fluoride in the toothpaste. He says it's because.
So let me get this straight. I'm already annoyed.
Oh yeah.
So I'm to believe that this gentleman lost all of his teeth because he brushed his teeth too much.
Too much, yes.
He kept his teeth too clean with toothpaste.
His teeth were too clean.
And the toothpaste ate away his teeth.
I think that
Is this so? You know how they always say like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Colgate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the toothpaste that one really bad dentist recommended? No, he's fine. It's fine toothpaste. You just use it. It's fine.
Hi, folks. Ethan here with the Ethan Hansen Show. And I wanted to talk about
Dry mouth?
the new toothpaste from InfoWars. And here it is. Super Blue InfoWars.
Only $37 for a tube of toothpaste.
Non-fluorinated toothpaste with iodine and nano silver. This stuff is awesome.
It's
I love it.
changed my life. You should have seen how much worse it was yesterday.
Tastes great. It has the natural peppermint oils, or it's all organic. It's
Gotta keep
probably
these chompers in tip-top shape, you understand?
Oh wait, you'll see.
from a oil company that we can't talk about, but it's one of my favorite oil companies. They also have a blue product called something else. But
Gotta do
this
this
stuff
research.
is awesome. And all my life growing up, I got bad teeth. You can probably see it, my cavities, and I only got one tooth up front. All my other teeth have rotted
Well,
out.
Guy, look.
It's the fluoride.
There are bad genetics, clearly. There are. It happens.
Of course.
There's drugs. I'm not saying you do drugs. There are many factors, though. The biggest one being, because I don't have great teeth either. My teeth are falling apart, actually. It's probably like the next thing on my list of hopefully we get successful and I can fix it things. But not cosmetically, but just I have tooth
Right.
but like, I admit that like there were times in my life I didn't take very good care of my teeth. But I didn't blame the toothpaste. Like it was okay, yeah, you drinking drugs, bad genetics, all that kind of stuff. You don't lose your whole grill because you brushed your teeth too much. That doesn't happen.
Because of the fluoride toothpaste. I swear to God. Every time I would listen to my dentist and use fluoride toothpaste, my teeth would fall out.
That's right.
It was ridiculous.
When I was younger, my dentist said use toothpaste with fluoride. So when I would do my annual toothbrushing, I would use the fluoride toothpaste, and sure enough, one of my fucking teeth would fall out every time. As soon as I started poking around in there with that fluoride.
So I figured that if I wanted to keep my teeth, I needed to stop brushing them. At least stop brushing them with toothpaste.
That was a terrible idea. When I think back and all the bad ideas I've heard, bad ideas that I've heard over the years, that should be in a Demi Lovato song. Not brushing your teeth. Bad ideas.
And that's what I would do. I'd just brush them with water or...
And now he goes out, by the way, after all of the teeth in his head rotting out. Now this cocksucker goes out and buys the fucking Cadillac of toothpastes. Now he buys the good Alex Jones stuff.
Yeah, you know what? It's like, you're right. It's like getting your car detailed after you get into an accident. It's like, what's the point?
Brush them with baking soda. That stuff tastes like
Baking soda?
Thank you. Generally, it is gross, but it doesn't taste like anything else
All
but
right.
baking soda.
So you know the teeth thing. Now let's go back to this is important. You got to see his political
Sorry, I
stuff.
got to get woke.
All right, here we go.
house. So, what's going on in Texas? That guy, you saw that guy talking about how, oh my gosh, dude, I can't even think about it.
Because you're not.
But here's my thought on the whole situation, because I
Oh, but
This
this
is a dumb guy.
well is
This
deep.
is a
This is a deep well.
Why?
been to court. I know what the courts are like.
Stupid people just have so many opinions
And
on
they're
stuff.
very opinionated and have easy access to the internet.
If you're the defendant, they strip everything away from you. You can't do nothing. Like what he was talking about. He can't tell his son whether or not he's a boy or a girl. He can't do anything. He can't even talk to his son without bringing the lawyer in his house. And that's what the courts love. But you know what? Now, I'm not
He's a
suggesting...
fucking, by the way, this guy is a fucking drunk. Like, I've seen some drunks in my day, but this guy's wobbling around doing a fucking selfie video. This guy's fucked up. And it's daytime.
Are you ready for the hot? Because this is the hottest.
Yeah, so I don't mean to keep making him hit pause, but I'm just pointing out things that I'm
take.
noticing. This guy's fucking hammered.
Did anyone do this? Now, if I found myself in his situation, this is what I would do.
Write this down.
I would say, fuck you, courthouse. Fuck you, ex-wife. Fuck you, experts.
You know,
It's a good plan, right?
I'm not going to tell this guy how to live his life. Look, I've had my own legal issues, and clearly I haven't always handled them at the optimal situation that I could. I've blown some things in court. But I'm pretty sure this is terrible advice. I don't think you should come in and write an opening statement telling the court and your wife to go fuck themselves. I don't think that helps.
He's currently married, by the way, just so you know.
I would sell all my shit and move to a different country.
Without your kid?
Well, no, watch. No, he elaborates.
And then I would say, if you come for me or my son, I'd rather have him die in my arms after I sink a knife in his chest
What?
than let you crazy bastards have him.
What? Whoa! That escalated very quickly. That just escalated very quickly. Whoa! What the fuck was that about?
He elaborates.
Dude, that came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere.
That's what I would do.
Okay, good.
Oh, am I mentally ill now?
I think a little bit.
Yes, the answer is yes, bud. You're fucking crazy.
Well, let me preface this, sir, by starting off by saying, clearly I'm not qualified to answer that question. However, based on my limited knowledge of psychology and by observing what little bit I've observed about you, I think you might be a little, please don't stab me, but you might be a little crazy.
Oh, this gets better.
What about the ex-wife that wants to, from the age of fucking 2 years old, was trying to convince a little 2-year-old, now a 6-year-old, that he's a girl?
How old do you think he is, by the way, if you had to guess?
See, the teeth thing always fucks with you.
I know. I agree, but there's a reason. We're setting up for something.
But that's what I'm saying. I got to count for the teeth because the tooth issues makes you look older. I'm going to go 28.
See, I would no. It's longer than that because there's another video, and there's plenty of videos of this guy where he's just for 50 minutes screaming at 2 19-year-old Mormon missionaries just walking by and telling them why they're wrong. And he says he was in the Mormon church for 35 years, so he's at least 35. So he's got to be 30. I'm thinking late 30s, and there's that's my guess, but there's a reason. There's a reason for it.
But he don't want to be a girl. He's only intimidated by his mother, and he acts out that role in front of his mother because his mother will spank his ass or put him in timeout or whatever the fuck she does. Oh, God. But seriously.
Here we go. Another hot take.
I'd rather have my son die in my arms than let those crazy bastards who will run the world now. They're in the courthouse.
Who's they?
They're in the fucking doctor's office.
Who's they, bud?
They're in the lawyer's.
Chinese techno-fascists.
You're describing a lot of places where I tend to see
Chinese people.
I'm not. Gonna, yeah, I'm just saying. It's sort of, I'm closing my eyes and I'm taking this journey with you, sir. And you keep naming these places, and I keep picturing a very specific type of person.
Agent Orange goes, "I love you, son." Stab.
And if you want one to defend you or be on your side, you got to come up with the dough. Where's the money at? Show me the money.
Jerry Maguire ref.
Which is very dope in 2019.
Now you hear the old lady in the background?
Why don't you make a Why don't you make a fucking Citizen Kane Rosebud reference while you're at it, you fucking idiot?
Do you hear the old lady in the background?
Gotta come up with the dough. Where's the money at? Show me the money. We don't care about this little boy that has to, it's gonna be forced down one road or another on which gender he's gonna play out.
So your elderly grandmother is dying.
Is that what you think it is? His elderly grandmother?
It sounds like it.
I think, yeah, okay, we'll see.
Oh, and by the way, at age 8, that Genesis clinic can cut his penis off. That's sick. And if you
is that Mac from It's Always Sunny's mom in the background?
Well, yeah, kind of. You'll see.
Watching
that kind of behavior, you're psychic. You're mentally ill. And liberalism is obviously a mental disorder because they're going around mutilating children's sex organs.
Well, to be fair, they're not all doing that.
Yeah,
sir.
not all.
I mean, let's be fair.
We have to be kind of fair here.
That's like saying everybody on the right wing wants to round up all the brown people.
No, that's actually not true.
You're painting a very wide brush.
Yeah, some people on the right wing are brown people.
And some people, believe it or not, sir, that are progressives, don't want to cut kids' penises off.
Yeah,
it's the weirdest thing.
To be fair, we have to be fair here.
Reproductive organs and calling it transgender. Okay, but I'm a mentally ill one because I'd rather kill my son.
Yes,
and sacrifice my son.
Yes, that's
instead of letting those crazy bastards have him.
Yes, any situation where you feel like society has you cornered, and the only way to rectify your situation is by murdering your only son, then yes, you're probably a little mentally ill guy. Just a thought. Please don't say.
And do their will on him.
There's so much going on. You'll see. You're gonna.
That was great.
Force him to live a life that he doesn't want to live. Matter of fact, he'll probably commit suicide.
If I don't stab him first.
Happen. His mother will push him and push him and push him to the end. That's what's going to happen. That's my prediction, is because I know that father's not going to do what I would do.
There you go, guys. Good hot take. Good prediction for you. Do you have a son? Are you going to kill your son? Sir, I got so many questions.
He is married.
That's extreme. Matter of fact, I'd kill him right in front of everybody.
Can someone do me a favor?
Call the Alaskan authorities.
Can someone do me a little side favor for a good night wave break? Because we're always making fun of bad wrestling promos, like indie. Can somebody chop this up into a wrestling promo?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And add the CZW logo, the Combat Zone Wrestling logo, and because there's a lot of stuff in here about I'm going to kill him, and you got to watch out, and my prediction, and there's so many things people say in wrestling promos. I'm sure somebody can make that work for me.
You want my son? Boom! Here you go. You can have him. I'll spread his fucking brains all over there. I don't care. You don't understand kind of how hardcore I am.
Guys, somebody please remix this into a Combat Zone Wrestling promo for me. Please.
I had to kill my best friend when I was a teenager. My best friend being my dog.
Oh. I feel like, you know what I feel like?
That's what happened.
A very disappointed homicide detective. When I was a teenager, I killed my best friend. Oh, shit, really? What county was that in, kid? Yeah, my dog. And you're like...
Now, remember, he's married, so I need to show you this video. This video is important. This one is him defending Alex Jones.
We represent you. We represent victory against the fake me.
That's right. He is important. He's very important.
This is important.
And anyone out there that wants to say any different, they're a bunch of damn liars. Look, I support his...
Somebody send him WD-40 right now.
Can I ask a question, too?
Sure. Hillary for prison? Yeah, we can get those shirts. They're on Amazon.
This man clearly is on a fixed budget, a small budget, right? How does he afford all these
You're about to find out.
shirts?
You are about to find out. I swear to God. I'm glad you asked that. Good setup.
broadcast. I got the shirts. I got everything except for the body armor. I'm about to get that because obviously posting YouTube videos like this puts a target on your back.
Yeah, you're
and
right,
your
dude.
front and your head and wherever else.
They're getting you.
So Alex Jones, you know, I love him. He's funny. When he's acting and doing those skits, I think it's funny because I understand that it's satire.
Right.
And my wife here loves Alex Jones too.
His wife. You want to see his wife?
Yeah, Alex.
She's 69 years old.
Oh no! It's of course it's an old lady. I knew it was an old
His
lady. I
wife
knew that cough. I
Is
knew that.
69 years old.
I had to take care of my mom when she got really sick. I know that cough. Like I know that. Yeah. Like I know that That's not like a young. You know. That's not Artie Lang or something. Hey, let's knock over.
His wife is 69 years old. Wait till you see her.
69 years young.
Too late. Sorry.
But I've been watching him from day one.
Yeah.
Please show the
Let me
wife.
get you in here.
Oh yes, please. That's all I want.
Okay.
Oh God! Oh, these two are precious. Oh, these are my favorite people ever.
She also is a stroke victim.
Stuff. He helped me during my time. His medicines,
Yeah.
medications.
That's right.
Let me tell you what. I couldn't talk. Couldn't move as much as I do now.
What happened to you back in 2014? You had a stroke.
When I had my stroke,
Now he's taking advantage of her, right, to get her money, or because I told you,
They have a place to live,
like,
maybe.
this guy's in his late 30s, early 40s at most, probably 30s. I'm thinking 30s. He's taking advantage of her, right?
He's got to be.
I thought everything was over. I really did. My husband told me one day, hey, this Alex Jones seems to know what he's talking about.
Right.
She sounds like remember Billy Crystal's black blues singer character?
Yes.
And then the man says, kitty pop, poop, pop, beep. Yeah, man, because I play the blues.
That's what he says. He sounds like Billy Crystal's black blues character.
Let me show you. Let him show you.
So here we go. So she's got to be on supplements anyway, doctor's orders like vitamin D and vitamin B.
I bet you give her the vitamin D, huh? Right? Efron?
Like your penis.
And you know, just basically everything you need when you get older, your body starts deteriorating. So, you know, I got tired of buying the crap from basically any.
So here's what he does now. He most of his videos are him plugging Infowars stuff.
So you're promoting
because he
Alex's
wants to.
products.
I think he thinks he'll get on the show if he does this. That's my guess. Is that if he does these reads, that they'll go, oh man, you're such a success story.
That's not how it works.
You're such a success story.
Any crap store, yeah. I mean, even GNC. Anyway,
Dude, you want to
but
get on
my-
InfoWars, you got to become a household name in that building, like me and this guy here. You
Yeah.
know, it's just like,
Hi, Alex.
you got to get all the people working there to be passing the videos around, going like, check out these guys, huh? Yeah.
We'll do a better live read right now. We'll do a better live read for all the stuff, for Brain Force or Bone Broth or whatever.
Whatever the fuck.
Whatever stuff you're saying.
I'll sell whatever, Alex. Call us. I'll sell whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck.
So
you think we're gonna save the world, motherfucker? We ain't. So let's all try to make a couple bucks. I want a Breitling too, nigga.
Yeah, seriously. There's the link here for Eric Hansen's eFrog Industries. I just posted the link if you guys want to check him out. I have a feeling that we will be going back to him in the future.
What is eFrog Industries?
Oh, like Pepe Frog. Like it's Pepe Frog. Like he's very boomery. He's very, I don't know what the term, retarded, I guess is the term. There's
I like
videos there's
retarded.
videos of his neighbors calling the cops on him because he was shooting squirrels in his backyard. but he was shooting towards neighbors' houses while he was
Wait, with
shooting
a gun?
a 12 gauge, Mike.
What?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's just do it.
Yes, please.
Let's
I
just
want
do
that.
it.
I
We gotta
want
do
nothing
it.
but this guy. I did that once years ago on the 4th of July. Me and my ex-girlfriend and her family, we didn't have fireworks, but her dad had an old shotgun, or like 2 old shotguns, and we were just loading it with like birdshot and just blasting the tops off of trees in the backyard. But we got away with it because we weren't shooting at houses; we were shooting up the trees, and we were using buckshot, which it's not like shooting a bullet in the air. We were really gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, he says 12 gauge. You'll see. He's already out of breath. Alaska State Trooper.
How are you? Great.
Good. So I'm Trooper Tennis. Is there a reason why you're filming?
Yeah, because I'm being encountered by a police officer. The DOJ says you should always film law enforcement.
Okay. If you want to put it on your thing, unless...
No, I'm good. Right here.
So you seem very out of breath. You should want to have a seat.
So, can I get your name?
Yeah, I'm Ethan Hansen.
Okay, Ethan. So, do you know why I'm here?
Yeah.
Because of the shooting?
Yeah, I shot a squirrel. So what?
Okay.
It's off to a great start, by the way.
The problem is because it was towards her house. And
Does she have film? Does she have footage of that?
Well, people
Well,
don't...
then it's my word against hers, and I wasn't shooting toward her house.
Okay.
Oh, God. You know what's funny, man?
He's already escalating.
People really hate cops, and I get it, because they are very hateable at times. But, you know, it's like every time one of these cops snaps and just shoots a civilian, I always think of, like, how many times in that day did they get one of these guys? You know what I mean? Like, do you get, like, 4 or 5 of these in one day, and finally, like, the next person is getting shot. I'm not even fucking playing around today.
You find out later in this video that this guy remembers, oh, wait, they've called me out to you before. This guy, this Ethan guy, has been a problem.
Oh, yeah. He's one of those guys you can just tell they're out there all the time. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. It's a cop like this that you'll see later in the news. Like, he shot some guy, and you're like, what a monster. And you're like, how many Ethans did he have to deal with on a Thursday? And then finally just got in the car one day and said to his partner, seriously, I'm fucking shooting the next one today. And the partner was like, yeah, whatever. Come on, we'll get some lunch, blow off steam. And then later that night, he just shoots some guy in a car that doesn't even have a gun because he just had it.
Somebody called him Officer Vox. He does look like Vox Day a bit.
Oh, well, what you have to understand is you can't shoot shotguns at your neighbor's home. That's unconscionable.
Mr. Hansen, I'm just here to talk to you about it.
I'm telling you my side of the story.
Right.
Am I being detained?
Oh, God. I'm a sovereign citizen.
I'm a sovereign citizen.
My printer's always out of ink because I print out paperwork for everybody that looks at me.
Unlike you, people don't usually walk around carrying a video camera.
I'm sorry. I exercise my First Amendment.
Well, you're welcome to
But
videotape. I'm just telling you that most people don't do that, so it's hard for them to get...
Well,
You know what I'm
I do,
saying?
so it's hard for me to understand how people don't.
That's not normal. It's not normal for
Yeah, Scam goes, he starts quoting maritime law.
people to carry around a video camera.
It is normal, actually.
For you. That might be
me.
normal.
For you.
For you.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so...
It's normal for me, but so it's hard for me to understand that how people don't carry around
Okay, you
video
already
cameras.
told me, though, that you had shot a squirrel.
This video's from this year. He's not filming on his phone. He's filming with a video camera.
You think mental illness is your ally?
Where were you when you shot the squirrel?
I was over there.
Okay, what did you shoot the squirrel with?
My 12-gauge shotgun.
Was getting caught shooting squirrels part of your plan?
12-gauge shotgun for a squirrel, by the way, folks.
Okay. So you have to be careful in a residential area.
Obviously, absolutely. I wasn't shooting toward any houses.
Which direction did you shoot?
I was shooting that direction, sir.
Okay, but see, there's the highway right there.
I love the great freeze frame, by the way, because this cop is so... he's so flabbergasted. Like, this cop is really trying to be nice here, but he's like, but there's a highway there. He can't do that. And trust me, look, I've been outdoor shooting before, and it's fun. I've been in places where you can kind of get away with it because the property's so fucking big.
Right.
I've also, I don't know, it's been years. I don't think anybody can get in trouble. I've gone shooting on military bases, which you're totally not allowed to do if you're not in the military. So, like,
Lieutenant Rodriguez allowed him to, by
Yeah,
the way, so if you want to get him in trouble.
Yes, Lieutenant, I believe he's now Major.
Major
Martinez.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is, I didn't even get the name right. But yeah, so, yeah, you have to, when you're shooting outdoors, you really have to be very considerate about the direction you're shooting in. It's one thing when your buddy owns fucking 30 acres and you can just fire off into the woods. This guy, clearly probably does not own 30 acres of property. I'm sure he lives on like a Anthony Cumia size.
It's pretty.
I'm sure it's Alaska. I'm sure there's room, but I'm sure he ain't living on a fucking where you can just go winging guns around.
He said 300 feet is property. From
That's not a lot.
That's not a lot.
That's way too small to be shooting guns.
I was shooting into the tree canvas straight up that way.
Can you point your camera that way and look at the, so you can, if everyone on your
How
video.
far did shotguns?
There's his wife, his lovely wife.
He literally is about to ask, how far do shotguns spread? So you defended what you did before you even knew if it was, yeah, I don't know, I shot it that way. I mean, how far does it even go? What's the problem?
They can still get to a
Right, and then it would sound like hail hitting your car, right?
Okay, you're right, because the spread probably wouldn't kill anybody, but then you're just denting people's car. It's still not okay. Like
That's not
okay.
okay.
Either way, it's not good what you're doing.
So what? It's just like if I fired a tube full of hail at your car. It's like whatever.
It's
right?
just throwing hail at your car.
Like, okay, but that's still like I've seen people get out of their car and shoot somebody for less. I've seen people get out of their vehicle and beat the shit out of somebody on a highway for less than that.
Joey Shabadu's got the best point. It's a squirrel. Like,
but what you don't understand, officer, is that that son of a bitch had it coming.
$2 from David Crocco. Can't stay. Great show. What up, everybody? Ones and zeros. If AJ and his stare then looms is Ariana Grande. Western Echo. I have a sneaking suspicion this gentleman is hazy on the definition of the word show.
And
Happy birthday, Roy.
I've done out in the woods shooting before and like on big properties. And I've even had situations where we got in trouble.
$5 from No Good Dirty. This guy's so protective he's willing to stab his own son in the chest. Your move, Owen Benjamin.
There you go. Huh? You're going to let him be a better dad than you? So.
Kids love his show.
But we've even had situations where we were shooting guns. And we actually had the Navy. I swear to God, we had the Navy call the police on us in our jurisdiction one time because I guess we were shooting out into the ocean, and I'm guessing a round may have nicked one of the boats that were out there doing training. We're talking big ships. Nobody's out on the deck of them. They're just big aircraft carrier. But yeah, we may have dinged it a couple times that they heard gunshots coming from the shore, and the cops came to talk to us. But we didn't go like, yeah, so what? So what? We were like, yeah, no, it's straight. It wasn't us though. And the cops knew it was us, and they're like, knock the shit off. Don't do that here. We're like, no, of course not. We also drew attention to ourselves that night. I don't think it was hitting the boats because I think only like 1 or 2 rounds hit the boats. So I don't think it was that. I think what got us in trouble was we were also we had the like the glow stick fluid. Like we had like a bunch of glow stick fluid.
About. Yeah.
So we were dipping potatoes in the glow stick fluid, and we were doing a potato gun too, and we were just firing them out. Because when we used to do it, you dip it in the fluid, put it in a thing, and you'd fire these neon potatoes out into the ocean at like pitch black at night, and then they would land in the ocean, and there would be like little blotches of like green and pink. It was kind of fun.
Pretty cool.
And I think that's what actually because they heard gunshots, and then they saw these like little neon, what looked like tracer rounds firing out into the ocean, and they're like, are we being attacked by our own country? And then, the cops came out and they're like, no, we got a radio from actually the Navy. It said they were gunshot. We're like, I don't know what that's about.
Somebody goes, Mersh committed an act of war. Rob goes, LMAO. You just pinged a carrier. No big deal.
We just legitimately accidentally opened fire on a U.S. war vessel. But it was just like, Like it was like
Mike
one
would have
round,
started
and we're like,
World
all right,
War III.
We're like, we were just fucking around. We're sorry. And then the cops came. We're like, all right, well, we're gonna put this down as like we got here and it was quiet. We didn't see nobody. We're like, yeah, no, we won't do it again. And we never did it again. That was one night of just drunken debauchery on the beach, and we're like, all right, guys, no guns on the beach anymore. I think we've lost our guns on the beach privileges.
Mercer's playing Israeli Simulator 2019. Baked for Life, $2, oof. And then we got a bunch of $1, $9. I guess if you have YouTube Premium, you could just, they give you a couple bucks to spread around. So basically you get the gist of this guy. I mean, we don't have to keep going on him.
So it's like, is that what YouTube's doing now? They're doing a YouTube content creator economic whatever policy.
Yeah.
What is it? Stimulus. Is it a stimulus package?
Yes.
YouTube stimulus package?
Yes.
They're going to find a way to make it where you can only give those $1 super chats to CNN.
Oh, man, that would be terrible. So, our favorite comedian, Pete Davidson.
Another guy who let me down this year. My two big predictions for 2019 did not come true. I thought he'd be dead, and I thought Owen would be divorced by now.
Pete Davidson bails on gig, claims club dissed him, angry crowd turns on him. Pete Davidson is going to war with comedy club owner because he refused, because the guy referred to Kate Beckinsale and Ariana Grande while introducing Pete. However, the crowd seemed to turn on Pete. The SNL star was supposed to perform Monday night at Vinnie Brand's Stress Factory in Bridgeport, Connecticut. But he never made it on stage. Pete claims Vinny disrespected me and did something that I told him not to do, and I can't perform under those circumstances. Pete posted a video from his car immediately after bailing on the gig. This is the... Hold on, let me... This is the video. Somebody does have the video. TMZ grabbed the video. This is what he posted in his car.
Hey guys in Connecticut, I'm sorry that we had to leave the show before I got to
Sorry, I shot like Bam Margera. Why do all these junky loser fucking degenerates all talk like Bam Margera? They're all like mushmouth assholes.
Hey guys in Connecticut, I'm sorry that we had to leave the show before I got to go on. The owner, Vinnie Brand, disrespected me and did something that I told him not to do, and I can't, perform under those circumstances. However, everybody who got tickets to that show, I am doing a free show for you guys. We'll figure out where it's going to be in the next week, and we'll get it all sorted out. Sorry again, this is not your.
Okay, no. Pete, that's not how it works. Vinny sold tickets for you to be there. If you don't perform, then Vinny has to return the money to the people because you didn't perform.
And then potentially sue you.
Right. And then if you do a free show to the people that went there, now...
You're fucking Vinny Brand.
That's not how it works. Am I wrong? Mike, you probably know more about comedy, but am I wrong?
That's not comedy. That's business.
Business, but I get what I'm saying, but club owners.
Yeah, no, but even with the club owners, whatever, you can return the money and all that, right? Like, all right, I could... And this isn't just apply to comedy. It's to any performing thing. If you own a club, I agree to work at your club. You pay me whatever. I come, and then I don't do the gig, and then I tell your audience I'm going to go do a free show. That's lawsuit territory. I can't do that. I'm now telling these people I'm going to take money out of your pocket twice. Because now I'm also going to do a show the night you're doing some other show.
Right.
And everybody's going to come to my show. No, that's a breach of contract.
So this is Vinny playing it at the comedy club to the people.
Which was great, by the way.
Did something that I told him not to do, and I can't, perform under those circumstances.
So here's what I read real quick before I play it. So Vinny, when he was about to bring on Pete Davidson's opener, or to that effect, when his opener was about to come on, he said something about, all right, we have the opener here, but, we're going to put Pete Davidson on here in a second. There's some house rules joking around, I believe. He said something to the effect of, like, don't bring up Kate or Ariana. That was his joke.
Yeah.
And then the opener came up.
But it wasn't even a joke. He was giving the audience instructions.
Right. Really, because I read it as he was joking. He was giving the audience instructions.
His security guys told Vinny Brand, you need to fucking... make sure they don't bring this shit up. Vinny Brand went up before the act real quick and was like, hey, guys, just a couple rules, no photography, whatever. And hey, watch the. I mean, he might have said it in a funny way because that's Vinny Brand.
Because I thought it was a joke.
It's in his nature to try to go, okay, because I've hosted shows before. I know what it's like to host a comedy show. When they give you rules, you try to find a funny way to tell people the rules so that you're not coming off like a buzzkill 2 minutes before the fucking headliner comes on. You can't go up and go, guys, no photography, no this, no fun, no talking, no this, no that. If you're going to go get a drink, be quiet about it. Because then people are like, yo, I want to watch funny. I've done gigs before, like for Bob Kelly and other people, where they do have a couple little ground rules. And you go out there and you're like, you make it funny. You talk to him and you're like, yeah, look, you're not supposed to do that. And you make a little joke. So he might have made a little offhand comment, but he was following their instructions.
Yeah, Kate broke up with him.
And he covers it in this.
Everybody who not take a split show, I'm doing a free show for you guys. Figure out where it's going to be in the next week. And, we'll get it all sorted out. Sorry again. This is not your fault.
All right, get your Facebook up. Get him up. And let me know when you're live, and I'll do it right now.
Let's go.
Hey, this is a message for all my patrons here at the Stress Factory, okay?
Don't date my daughter.
Stop.
If you're on Sirius XM radio.
If you're a drunk old 60-year-old man, stop having sex with my daughter.
You hear me, Anthony? Wait, this is about Pete Davidson?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Pete Davidson,
Guys,
yeah.
I'm really sorry.
No way in the world would I ever disrespect any comedian. And if you look at the walls of the Stress Factory, you will see bona fide superstars that have worked for us for years. D.L. Hughley, John Leguizamo.
Now, I will say this about Vinny. Vinny Brand can be annoying, but people like working with him.
Vinny Brand is very annoying. Vinny Brand is one of those guys that constantly insists on getting himself up on stage before the big guy, and whatever, but fine. But other than being annoying and trying to get himself into everything and being a shameless whore, he does, by all accounts, take very good care of comedians.
That's what I've heard too.
Like he's never fucked anybody on pay. Mm-hmm. He takes care, even if you're not a superstar comic, he takes care of comedians. So that's yeah.
Nice Clay, Chris Rock, the names go on and on and on. And Pete Davidson, I didn't disrespect you. Your security guy told me to say what I said. And if you got a bad security guy, you should have fired your goddamn security guy. You shit on everybody here.
You know what it is to be a comic and then go, don't talk about these things. And like, you said it earlier, when I think it was off air.
Louis C.K.
But then you have people like Louis C.K. that delve into their fucking mistakes
head on.
And they go, wow, look at me. Like, if you want people to forget you jerked off in front of them, talk about dead kids. That was a line Louis C.K. said.
Yeah, he goes right out and just opens and he takes a joke.
And people respect him for it. Don't talk about this and don't talk about that. You're not a comic then, Pete. You're a faggot.
And one nice something, Pete, when you were a young comic, you came, you hung out at my club in New Brunswick. I always treated you well. When you were having trouble last year, I texted you multiple times. Pete, if you need to talk to anybody.
I will say, if you paid money to see this is a better show than actually seeing Pete
Davidson.
Davidson.
Of course. I would have paid to be here for this. And plus, you would have gotten your money back.
Of course.
Which is beautiful.
Reach out. I tried so hard. And I went back in that room, and I asked you what you wanted. And you did not. You were not disrespected, but you disrespected the board, which is fucking impossible to do. And then we start getting a reputation, getting better and better, right? And then this fucking asshole gets the hair across his cunt because he can't stand the fact that I'm making his girlfriend.
I will agree. Somebody in the chat, I think it was Lisa, said that like if you paid to see Pete Davidson, you deserve to lose your money.
Oh yeah.
Pete just did. Like the craziest fucking woman here, and she's here somewhere. We're not doing that guy just did. Don't date Pete Davidson. Yeah. Sam is way better than Pete Davidson. Plus, Sam will never leave you. He's in way over his head with you.
Hey guys. I couldn't do my show because somebody said something that hurt my feelings. Want to see my Hillary tattoo? Dude, I fucking hate Pete Davidson.
He's very hateable.
He is probably right now my most hated comic.
My favorite thing about him too is like if he posts on Instagram or they write an article about him or you go anywhere, read any comment section. He is so despised. It makes me so happy.
All right, we have to go to break.
Says you.
RevengeOfTheSys.com/XPN.
Royce is lying. We don't have to go to break.
That's pro. Okay, fine. We won't.
We don't have to go to break.
Okay, we won't.
He's insisting we
No, that's fine. We won't go. No, I'm fine with moving on. You want to call my bluff? Because I won't go to break. RevengeOfTheSys.com/XPN, Pro XPN. Hey, man, this is Royce. I'm doing this from the car. I wanted to do a second hour, but Mersh, said some things I told him not to say.
We're gonna start being like the like all the WWE announcers that secretly hate each other and just sandbag everything they say. What a great move from Aaron Neville. Yeah, it was just an arm drag. It really wasn't that great.
Wasn't that awesome?
I mean, why don't you dial it back a little bit with the excitement? It's not your first day.
RevengeOfTheSys.com/XPN. That's Pro XPN to get protected on the internet. Don't forget, if you want to help us out directly, RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. That's the best way to donate. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. Become a patron. Help us out, guys. You guys are the best. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Revenge of the Sys.
Most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sys. As Royce and Mersh continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersh are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sys, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Once Upon a Time on the Cousin Joe Show.
I remember not long after we were out of high school, that was a popular thing. They were just taking
Butt
up the
sex?
ads. Yeah.
That was in high school?
For some people.
Not for me.
I didn't have regular sex in high school.
Me neither.
But
I didn't even know there were different kinds. I thought it was just straight missionary.
I think I only had it twice.
But how many times did you do it to a girl?
See, I was waiting for that softball to be answered. Thank you. I have an aunt that I haven't talked. She could be dead, or I wouldn't know.
All right. I guess you weren't in the will.
Well, because this aunt is psychotic. There's a lot of reasons I haven't told this on the show. She went,
Cousin Joey, the girls in your school, did they take it up the ass?
This was to her a normal conversation.
Regular conversation?
Just catching up with her nephew.
How
Just
are
catching
things?
Up. Yep.
Plowing any buttholes? How are things going?
And I go, I don't.
Well, because when I was young, and I was in high school, I had a guy do that, and I shit all over his cock.
All right. Wow.
And
where'd the conversation go there?
The silence that you just heard from Dan and myself was pretty much the response she got. You know, I guess
Western Echo says, please tell me it was Thanksgiving dinner. Grandpa's cutting a turkey. I shat on a cock.
And I gotta be, she didn't have like dementia. I mean,
I think she did, Joe.
All right, well, fair enough. In case you're wondering how I, as a person, mentally is put together.
You fucked her in the ass?
I just...
That's what she was getting at. I've seen movies. Don't know what. What? She was just letting you know. Green light. That was green light.
Listen to The Cousin Joe Show every Thursday, 7 to 10 p.m. on youtube.com/Cousin Joe.
There's always napkins and paper towels involved in my stories with sex.
Yeah, there are.
If we want to make money, we need to honor ancient Irish traditions, like serving an irresponsible amount of booze to people who are genetically predisposed to having alcohol problems. You see, St. Patrick started that tradition, and that's why we celebrate him today.
Yeah, no, that's not what he did. No, he played the flute for some kids, and then he lured them into a cave somewhere, and he diddled them.
Now, you got him mixed up with the Pied Piper.
Right.
St. Patrick didn't play the flute. He drove the kids out of Ireland, and then he molested them.
No, if St. Patrick molested kids, he would be regarded as a scoundrel.
No. I feel like in the olden days of the Catholic Church, pedophiles were regarded as heroes.
All right, look, guys, St. Patrick didn't do any of that shit, okay? He drove the snakes out of Ireland.
Yeah, I don't know about all this. I kind of want to just do the traditional thing of, like, sticking around the bar and trying to catch the leprechaun.
The leprechaun thing again.
Stop, guys. I'm going to catch him. I'm, like, this close.
You're not going to catch him because he doesn't exist. Please,
Dude, you know what? I don't even know if I've set up my glue traps for him yet.
Charlie, enough with the leprechaun. Okay, wait.
I mean,
can you believe him?
Who
cares? Look, I'm trying to... You know what, actually? I might want to get myself a flute.
I was thinking
We've been talking... You were?
I was thinking the same thing.
Because I feel like it's
I know we're kind of old.
Go get a flute? Go get a flute. Yeah. Go get a flute. Everybody go get a flute.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. We are back. So are you. One more day till Friday. We will try to entertain you until then.
And if we fail, that's on you.
It's on you, folks.
We didn't let you down. You let yourselves down.
Brett screwed Brett.
Exactly.
So, just a couple. Well, we got some stuff, but let's start with this. We missed this yesterday, and big shout out to Alan Powell for finding this. Owen admits the gummies were never really poisoned. It's really little. It's a little quick one, but I think it's worth pointing out this fucking liar that everybody loves.
I get so many threats. I was talking to Vox Day this morning. Legend.
Fox Day's a legend. Legend.
Talking to Vox Day this morning. Legend. And I get so many threats that my new thing is I don't really pay attention to any of them because I assume that the purpose of them is to get me to react and then humiliate me. That happened previously. Someone said that they had poisoned a bunch of gummies and they wanted my kids to die of poison. And there had been gummies that were sent like 6 months ago, but I completely forgot. And there was this long letter about how it was poisoned to like kill my kids, and I obviously spiraled, got the authorities involved, and
what happened when you got the authorities involved? I'm sure there's an ongoing court case, right?
And then someone was like, yeah, you opened the gummies like 6 months ago, and I'm pretty sure Nimmer like ate one. And I was like, how the hell am I supposed to remember that? And then I tried to track down the person who emailed me about the poison gummies. Dead end. And so then I was like, oh, you know what? A lot of these threats are just to make me look stupid.
Yeah, the threats make you look stupid. Hey, Owen, are you going to apologize to the people that you doxed on your show? Are you going to apologize to the people who you had your bears?
I'm sorry, but I have to. He is. Can we start from scratch? Because he's meandering around this, and it's making me very angry.
Yeah. You want me to start it again?
I want to hear this again.
Sure.
I get so many threats. I was talking to Vox Day this morning. Legend. And I get so many threats that my new thing is I don't really pay attention to any of them because I assume that the purpose of them is to get me to react and then humiliate me. That happened.
You have a booger.
And previously, someone said that they had poisoned a bunch of gummies and they wanted my kids to die of poison.
It's their fault.
Yeah.
And there had been gummies that were sent like 6 months ago, but I completely forgot. And there was this long letter about how it was poisoned to like kill my kids, and I obviously spiraled, got the authorities involved, and then
By the way, no, you didn't.
No, he's lying.
You never did. You
Of
never
course-
got
of course
the-
he's lying.
You're still lying, Owen. This is what I mean. That's why I had to hear it again because I'm like, he's all over the. He's. It's their fault, and then he got the. You're still lying.
was like, yeah, you opened the gummies like 6 months ago, and I'm pretty sure Nimmer like ate one. And I was like, how the hell am I supposed to remember that? And then I tried to track down the person who emailed me about the poison gummies. Dead end. And so then I was like, oh, you know what? A lot of these threats.
No, you're skipping the part, Owen, where you falsely accused people.
Two men gave out their first and last names to a stream that was being watched by 4,500 people and told them that they are trying to murder your child. That's pretty extreme, dude. That's on any level. That is
now
illegal.
Now let's because every time we put these up, it's the Bears are always the remaining few lackeys. And my new favorite tactic by the Bears is I'm not even a fan of Owen, but you guys are blah blah blah. Then their name says double penetration bear or something, and it's like, well, yeah, you are. You're lying.
DP Bear? I
Yeah.
never met DP Bear.
DP Bear. You'll know when you see her.
By the way, I got my alt account taken away on Facebook. They want me to verify my identity.
Which one?
MG Greyheart.
Oh, that's one of your old ones.
That's my old school one. So,
verify it.
No, I'm going the other route.
What are you doing?
I'm asking for an exception because I'm transgender. I just wrote, please don't dead name me. I literally suffer enough with my transition as it is.
That's a good
idea. It's one of the only options they give you. So we're gonna go with it.
Let's see what happens.
Because MG, if they try to write back, I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm not trans. Hello, I'm gender neutral.
Yeah.
Hence the initials. Are you really gonna do this to me? I'm gonna see if
This is
this victimhood works.
This is gonna be great.
Threats are just to make me look stupid. Like they're not even real. Like the gummies weren't poisoned. They were just. I get so many of those guys. It's one of the reasons I
Okay, if the gummies weren't poisoned, and listen, Bears, you can call us fat all you want. We can say that we're gammas, we're logos, whatever the fuck you want to call, whatever.
No, we're not logos.
Oh, we're not logos.
We
Sorry.
are gammas.
We're not logos.
We're
Sorry.
not logos.
Sorry, I forget all the little childish names you people make
I'm
up.
trying to keep up with it too, man.
It's too much.
It's a lot of
so whatever
stuff.
you want to call us, that's fine. But please address this for me. If he's saying that he lied, or saying that the gummies weren't poisoned, where is the video of him apologizing to the people that he actually doxed by first and last name without any verification that they were guilty after he said he involved law enforcement? Where's the apology to those people? And they went through a lot of shit because of you. We've seen some of the shit these people went through because of you, Owen. All right? So you can call us whatever names you want. You might not like us, but you have to understand what he did was wrong, was immoral, and was bullshit because he said, I was spiraling. Spiraling is a good word, Owen. You currently are. Even sober, you're still a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
I got a quick.
And by the way, I think he's booze sober. In my opinion, I don't think he's pill sober.
And the thing is, too, it's funny because he clearly, at least when he had the alcohol, he had an excuse.
Right.
Now he doesn't even have that excuse.
There's no excuse. Yeah, it's how he is.
Ban finger. Ban. Because when there's so many of those like weird threats that I can't keep straight, and they're so emotionally intense that I'm just like, nonsense. I don't take any of it seriously.
Then why did you get the police involved and dox people? You're a fucking liar, Owen. You are a fucking liar that would try to ruin people's lives because you're the one with the mental health issues. And he has them. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with him. This isn't normal behavior.
There's a lot wrong with him. And it's the problem with a guy like that is most people like him don't ever end up getting better because they'll refuse any help and they will push people away. And he will get to the point where he even starts pushing Amy away. And he'll start accusing her of doing shit. I mean, remember, somebody actually wrote in our comments yesterday about, I bet Owen's the kind of guy that doesn't even let Amy leave the house. And I'm like, he doesn't. They did a stream together. Remember, we covered that.
Yep.
Where he said, like, one of the audience members was asking, does Amy have any hobbies? And she straight up said, well, Owen's the kind of guy that likes to have everybody at home all the time. And so I've been doing crocheting, and she was listing off all these
boring things.
The kind of things that, yeah, like that a housewife who's hostage would do for as a fucking hobby.
But that was a quick Owen update for those of you out there. We haven't forgotten that he fucking dogs people. Don't let this motherfucker lie to you. Memeology made a new video, and it's actually about YouTube. So let's check this out.
Sure.
Shout out to Memeology. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki promises rapper Juice WRLD artificial growth for his YouTube channel. Keemstar was talking about this yesterday too, actually. She does this during a No Jumper vlog. No, what's No Jumper?
Whoa, wait a minute. So Susan Wojcicki.
Oh, yeah.
Was on No Jumper, hosted by Adam22, Adam Grand Mason, a man who has been plagued with allegations of sexual assault. And when I say allegations and plagued, I mean not a Chris Hardwick, not a guy who's got one angry ex-girlfriend. I mean literally plagued with sexual assault allegations of filming women without their consent, allegations of straight up raping women. Susan Wojcicki just hopped on his thing, right?
Wow. Now, is this the same Adam22 that hopped in our chat and you told him to go fuck his mother, basically?
Beat it rapist.
Yeah, basically, and he left. He left with his fucking tail between his legs.
Hey, take a million subs and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Asshole.
You and your bandana. Here we go.
Gee, you know how we spoke about getting your subscribers up? She's the big boss of it all.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this is the real, this is the whole thing.
I know. How can we help you? You're so talented. We got to get your subscriber numbers.
I hate. There's nothing more annoying and shrill and transparent in the world than a pandering Jewish woman. I'm sorry, but when they like, oh my God, I love the hip hop. You're so talented. You don't stop pretending like you operate anywhere within a world, the same world as Juice WRLD. Let's just stop, Susan. It's like when Laura Ingraham was trying to be like, white women are horrible at that when they try to be like, Hotep Jesus, what's going on? Hey, Rockefeller, am I right? Just like, stop. White women, stop it.
So this is her saying,
You're so talented. We got to get your subscriber numbers.
we got to get your subscribers numbers
Way
up.
up. We're going to make it happen.
How are you going to make it happen, Susan?
You mean us who have to work really, really hard and eat 90-day bans all the time just to get the little pittance that we have?
And it's just maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe I'm putting my little tinfoil hat on. I don't want to make accusations here, right? But like, if you're able to make good things happen to people on this platform, and give them bonuses and subscribers and open up the floodgates for them, then it's not outside the realm of possibility for me to assume that you can also do the opposite of that, that you can dial people back and throttle them and choke them a little bit. Just saying.
Way up. We're gonna make it happen. All right.
Right around here? Yeah,
We're here. We're here for you. However we can. You have no idea. If I.
As long as you're pushing drug use and degeneracy to kids, promiscuous sex, things of that nature, we will put you at the top page. You have no idea. We would love to make sure, as long as you got those kids drinking lean and spending money on Jordans, you have our support. But if you tell people to get married and to avoid drugs and alcohol and to have a nice life and to maybe build a nice life for yourself, maybe go to church on Sunday, you're fucking out of here, bud. You're out of here.
Must be nice to be reassured by the CEO herself that your channel will grow. I know you're, dude.
I love
I'm
memeology.
So proud of this community. I'm so proud of
I love
this
that Memeologist
community.
does this
I'm
at
so
the end
proud
of
this
every video about YouTube from the rewind.
He is just a fucking. I like memeology because it's not. Look, there are. I'm not going to pretend like there aren't thousands of people out there making similar videos to memeology with the same exact message. The reason why memeology is good at it is because he knows how to make propaganda. You have to make something that hits people. It has to be funny, or it has to have like some themes to it. So you're like, all right, I see what this fucking guy. So that's why he's succeeding, I think, where so many people are failing. Because he takes, it's not enough to just go, look what she's doing, and be outraged. Because everybody's like, all right, outraged faggot, get out of here. Like, you have to be clever and subversive and like, I'm so proud of this community. Like, shit like that is why he's succeeding. Because he knows how to really push the message.
Trey Y, here's my monthly allotted YouTube stimulus package, $2. Alex Brown, you guys are great. Keep up the good work, $5. Thank you, Alex. Waterman, $5. Robbie, don't care. He made a complete ass of himself. This is about Owen. He made a complete ass of himself on Red Elephants yesterday. You could tell Vince was embarrassed. Yeah, Owen was on Red Elephants yesterday, apparently, and I heard it was...
I heard one of the best quotes from that was, you got to get married. Vince is like, I am married. He's like, all right, you got to start having kids. Vince is like, I have kids. He doesn't know anything about Vince. Like this is just classic Owen, where it's like, I'm not even going to bother to learn anything about you, you piece of shit. Fuck you. You're lucky I'm here. Like that attitude. Like Royce and I will go on a podcast that has 20 listeners because they support us. And we're like, no, of course, we got your back. We actually will go and take a little time and learn a thing or two about the guy whose show we're going on so that they can feel good in our exchange with them and they can go, oh, cool, he knows who I am. He watched some of my stuff. Owen has no point of reference.
We got a Streamlabs. Happy birthday, Whoosh. I try to catch the main show and send Streamlabs when I can't. Keep up the good work, boys. Rafi White says, sir, we're from immigration and we're here to transport your child back home. Stabs child. It's just been revoked. Dog Munch, is it just me or does he look like a fat Carl too?
Hey, by the way, crazy guy who's going to stab his kid. I know you're trying to go with
E-frog.
I know you're trying to go with some Abrahamic sort of analogy there. But,
Abraham had teeth.
But what people don't really people always tend to forget and take away from the story of Abraham and Isaac is that he was willing to kill his firstborn for God, which is a little weird and twisted. I get it, but it was a faith parable. God ended up intervening and saying, no, you don't really have to stamp the kid. People always forget that part. It's like, I'd have sacrificed my son for God. No, but Abraham didn't actually have to do it. It was like literally last second. Like remember when you do the fucking from across the fucking court shot in NBA Jam? It was like last second as the buzzer was going off. No. You don't really have to. I was just fucking with you. So all right, you're a ride or die, Abraham. We got you. You're my dog. You're my dog. But he's just going like, I'll stab my baby, just like I hear. Like, all right.
The Moon, $5 is everything. Is everyone forgetting that Royce and Mersh are feds? You don't forget that we are. N-word salesman, $1.99. Take my freebie. Keep it up, fellas. You're selling N-words? Jeez.
Well, if he's in Libya, he'll be all right.
Well, that's all right.
He's allowed to in Libya.
Yeah, he's fine. Okay, so let me tell you about. Sure, there's people that've pranked people, and the pranks have been great. A lot of people do really live pranks. This gentleman pranked live PD. Now, Live PD is
one of the greatest shows. I hate live television, but it's one of the greatest shows on TV.
So
it's so white
it's-
trash and
it's-
delicious.
It's like Cops, but it's live, basically. So they have cameras at a bunch of different cops around.
Yeah,
the
and it's
country.
like 5 different jurisdictions.
Correct.
Pasco, we're honored to have
the
them
time.
here in Pasco County.
This gentleman found out where they were pulling people over, and he did this.
Let's go to Greene County. Deputy Winchell there. Traffic stop.
$4.20. He said he was begging to get pulled over.
But he did it on
I
purpose.
know, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You can tell he's begging to be pulled over.
Hello, Deputy Winchell with the Sheriff's Office. Got your ID on you? Yeah.
Look at his face. Look at the cop's face. You'll see why in a second.
So, I just have to ask, what's up with all your passengers?
Kind of like jerks and stuff to me, so I just decided like I was gonna like make my own friends and just kind of hang out with them and stuff. So
He has a bunch of blow-up dolls with faces of different e-celebs on them in the back. That's what you're looking at. See, that's Jimmy Fallon. There's Ellen back there.
So
he has. Oh no, this gets better.
Where are you heading to tonight?
Oh, I'm going to the party, man.
What party?
Well, I kind of am the party, so just kind of like wherever I end up.
Now, of course, he's doing this on purpose.
This guy's the man.
Also, he was driving with his lights off because he wanted to get pulled over.
That's really
This is his YouTube, by the way. He posted this.
So yeah, we're kind of talking about it right now. We're just trying to decide where.
Talking to your friends? See where?
Yeah, it's perfect because all he's going to get at worst is a ticket for having his lights
Yeah.
off at night. Would you go to court if you're sober and everything? You're like, yeah, I made a mistake. And they throw it out.
Oh, he ends up arrested at the end of it. They put him in cuffs. But he was sober. He wasn't out. You'll see. You'll see. Watch.
All right. So, Jared, I have a question for you.
What's up?
How much you got to drink tonight?
None.
You haven't had anything?
No, my parents actually won't let me do that.
And by the way, I'm going to say this right now because I've seen enough people that are like stoned or in it. This guy is straight as an arrow.
Yep.
You can hear it in his voice. He's not
Yep.
slurring. He's not even a little bit high. Like he's just straight up, no, sir, I'm doing. Like this guy is, I can tell this dude is squeaky clean. This guy thought this out.
Oh no, but listen to this. So that you're going to see here in a second. But they do field sobriety test on him, and he passes everything.
course, 'cause he
and
needs
the
to
cop
set this
is
up.
getting mad that he's passing everything. And then, well, you'll see.
When's the last time you took any kind of pills?
None.
None?
No.
Jared, when's the last time you used a controlled substance?
No.
Smoked weed?
No. I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to do that.
Okay. Now you just keep your head facing towards me. I'll tip my finger with your eyes, all right? Be honest with me, man. When's the last time you had anything?
I really haven't.
Okay.
They end up doing a blood test. By the way, just let me tell you, they end up doing a blood test, and he was
This guy, no,
completely clean.
A guy that's going to do something like this with this level of balls on live television, I would almost always bet he knows. Because you get like even a guy like me, I can't do something like this because I'll have weed in my system, so they'll make it happen. But this guy, like this prank is reserved for a guy who's straight edge anyway, and he's
Right.
like, yeah, fuck, I'll go fuck the cops. Who cares? We used to have a designated decoy that we would use sometimes when we lived in North Carolina. Same place where we were shooting potato guns, where we would all get hammered and we would all drink and drive all the time on this island. But we would always have one friend that would stay sober and hang out, whatever, or not even come with us. Sometimes they would just come at the very end of the night when the bar was closing, meet up with us, hang out for a little bit, and when the bar would let out, they would leave first, do fucking donuts in the parking lot, do all kinds of crazy shit, and then just speed off down the street. And you'd always see like 3 or 4 cruisers go after them, and then we would all just drive home. And they would get like, a 10-mile over the speeding ticket. It was a beautiful plan.
So then this guy calls another officer.
Arrived to administer a field sobriety test. This is the guy who says he is the party.
He says he is the party.
He is the party.
By the way, another reason I love this guy is because now he's going to start a new trend of people fucking with live PD officers, which to me would make the show even better.
And they should fuck with them because, let me be honest, we all know this show, as entertaining it is to watch, it's dangerous. This is a dangerous, where you're setting up people to be heroes on TV.
Jimmy Fallon in the back seat. Hey, it's Jared. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I'm going on. I've been going on the sheriff's house. I'm with the DWI, man. I gotta make sure that you get to drive, man.
Sunglasses on.
Oh no, you haven't seen his outfit. Wait till he
This,
steps
by the
out
way,
of the car.
this is a dude who has watched a lot of videos of people fucked up getting pulled over because he's taking notes. He's putting sunglasses on. He's doing all kinds of shit you would only do if you're all fucked up.
Oh, nothing. I got this though.
Okay, I got you, man. You ever been in trouble with the law before, sir? No. What's up with the sunglasses, man?
Oh, no, that's
And then the cop. This is the other thing when cops are dicks. Then the cop is a dick. He says the lights are bright, and they are. Have you ever been pulled over? They have the spotlight thing on.
It's brutal.
It's brutal. So then look what the cop does. He flashes the flashlight in his eyes.
I got you, man. Where are you headed right now?
Me, I'm just trying to drive around.
Okay. All right, man. Wait, hop on out for me real quick.
It's the kind of shit I hate with cops too. They're always like, "Where you headed? Where you going?" It's ain't fucking business. Like I hate that shit. That's where and I'm not no sovereign citizen jack off, but certain things about cops bug me. What's
Give me
your
the
name?
ticket
Where you
or
going?
not,
Yeah, here
exactly.
you go. Whatever. Where you headed? It's none of your fucking business. Go to my drug dealer's house. Fuck you. Like I hate that shit.
Wait till you see the outfit he's wearing. This is a man.
Oh God, he's making a Reno 911 reference.
This is a Reno 911 reference. He's dressed just like Nick Swartzen.
This is
this was on live TV.
What a fucking dick. Who is this man?
He
He's
has
a
a fan.
hero.
Oh no. We're not even partially.
This guy is an American hero.
Wait till they go through his fanny pack. Wait till it's fucking Terry. It's Terry.
No, I was just waiting because I'm going to space camp this summer and I'm getting a ride right now to join space camp.
Wait till they go through his fanny
You're
pack.
going to space camp, Terry?
Oh, okay, hold on. I actually have a metal fit.
So he's got a belly tank top on, tie dye. He's got short shorts and a fanny pack.
This is a Terry cosplay.
You know he's wearing his girlfriend's top. You can tell that's his girlfriend's top.
That's his girlfriend's shorts too. Those are girl shorts.
Jared?
So it's not Terry. This is Jerry. This is they base Terry off of.
Okay. Jared, here's the deal, okay? I'm with the DWI now. I'm just here to make sure that you're good to drive, okay? Okay. So here's what I want you to do. Are you blind in either eye?
No.
That's Logan Paul, Jimmy Fallon, Ellen.
Logan Paul in his stupid car.
So they start doing field sobriety tests, and he passes them all. He does.
I really am trying not to start with a headache.
All right. Well, it's only for about 4 seconds, okay?
It wasn't for 4 seconds. You've been doing it for a minute. You're lying. These fucking cops, man. This made me mad.
Here, let's try something else, okay?
Because as much as he's pranking them and everything,
And also, it's like the little things that cops do. Like, this is a residential neighborhood. These are
Yep.
houses. It's late at night.
if you've ever had a cop car parked in front of your house, it's miserable.
For a traffic stop, it's
Yeah.
brutal because it's just it feels like there's a fucking rave. It feels like ultra music festivals going on your porch.
So check this out. You're gonna love this. He passed all the field sobriety tests.
Jimmy Fallon in the back.
Nothing. I'm completely sober now. I still live with my parents, like in their garage and stuff, so they don't let me do anything. Like they don't let me smoke.
This cop is gonna, I hopefully get in trouble for procedural issues because you can't be. Cops are supposed to try to sniff out the fuck's wrong
Yeah.
with you, but they're not supposed to be this invasive. Like,
Yeah, this is
insane.
pretty out there.
They literally don't let me do anything like that, so I'm just not allowed to.
You ever been in trouble with the law before?
No,
Well, I mean, something's not sitting right with me tonight, okay?
No. You just really want to arrest him because he's making you look like a fool.
This is something's not sitting right.
Yeah, because
something is not sitting right with me is not an arrestable offense. Something is not sitting right with me.
Is not probable cause.
No.
Something not sitting right with me.
He did look. This isn't sovereign citizen guy. Yeah, he's pranking them. He got out of the car. He adhered to all their tests. He gave them license and registration.
He's playing them.
Yeah.
It's perfect. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, and he's making a fucking fool of them.
I know not all cops are douches. We understand that. We got it. You don't need to make that a statement. We understand. This show's so funny because depending on who's watching, either everyone's like, "Oh, you love the cops too much," or "You hate the cops." No, we judge situations based on individual situations.
We're either bootlickers, or like literal fucking revolutionary terrorists.
Yeah, we don't
depending
win.
on who you ask.
Yeah.
It's like whatever, dude.
Well, I mean, something's not sitting right with me tonight, okay? Yeah, this time I'm going to push you under arrest for driving on an offensive drugs. So for now.
So they arrest him.
He's playing it so cool, man.
Well, look,
He's
because
awesome. I love
because
this
you
guy.
know, because you know that he hasn't done anything. This guy like you said, this guy knows he's done nothing wrong, and the fact that this is on camera too, where you can't you know what I mean, can't fuck with him.
This just goes to show you why the police have too much power, because they used to have probable cause. They used to have a warrant. They used to have reasons to intrude on your life. And nowadays, like, this is just proving right here that when they want to fuck with you because you're weird, they can fuck. No, seriously.
I know, but I love this guy.
This man is guilty of one thing right now, and it's not a crime.
It's
The
driving
thing
without
he's
his
guilty
headlights
of-
on.
That's a ticket.
No, I know. I'm just.
He's guilty of one thing: being weird.
Yes.
And they are proving here right now that the cops can at any time use being weird as a pretense to stomp all over your constitutional rights.
You have anything in that bag that you know about? No,
Wait till they go through his bag.
Oh, they're gonna pick this car apart.
No, wait till you see the fanny pack though. The fanny pack's the most
I'm really
important part.
curious, like, what drugs, though?
Sir, I don't know. I'll ask you for a blood test and turn that over later, okay?
And they gave him a blood test. He was released. No charges, except for a ticket for driving without a headlight on. And by the way, if this guy gets a lawyer, that ticket's going bye-bye too. This right here.
Not even with a lawyer.
Yeah.
A ticket that small, he could go into court and show up himself.
Yep.
And go, this is embarrassing for you guys. And I guarantee you they'll go, just get out. Because it's a drive on your lights off again. They will only really get you.
It
for
happens
that
all the time. You can forget.
If you're drunk, then they'll add it to the thing. But they don't. If that's all they got on you, they're gonna go, fucking guy made a mistake. What do you want?
Blood test here is unconstitutional. No, they said they're going to ask him. They could ask you and you could deny a blood test, but
I deny. When I got my DUI, I denied a blood test because my blood at the time was probably a mishmash of all kinds of things, and I was like, "You guys got enough on me. You guys got more than enough in that little fucking folder of yours. You're good to go. I'm not giving you my blood too, because that would have been ugly."
No, I just have like some hot sauce and stuff like that, and hot sauce.
And I bet he does too. What a dick.
Oh no! Wait till you see the baggie. This guy knew they were going to search him. This guy knew this was going to happen. Watch. Zip.
No, but
Metal fidget spinner.
So there's a plastic bag.
They keep getting their hopes up. They keep getting their hopes
By
up.
the way, this is illegal search. This is an illegal search here because they're arresting him for no actual crime. Being a little weird is not a reason to be able to search somebody, right?
That's what I'm saying. No, nowadays, that's what they're trying to. That's what this guy's trying to fight against, which is great. I don't even think this guy has any sort of meaning behind what he's doing.
No, I think
he's
he's
just trying to
pranking.
fuck with him.
Yeah.
But I think that what he's doing has significance here because he's sort of proving that these guys can just fuck with you because you're a little weird.
So this
It says emergency only, so he has a jack, playing card, a match, and flashbang hot sauce.
Just a confusing combination of things.
a jack playing card, one match, and a bottle of hot sauce.
He's everything this
This guy's my hero.
Everything this man did was intentional, was thought out. This guy is fucking next level. This is unbelievably bad for them.
And you know what the best part is when they release him and they take his car and he probably had to pay to get his car out of the lot. on top of. I
Oh,
guarantee
of course. No,
you.
that's not negotiable. By the way, that is not negotiable. Even if you get arrested for no reason.
Yeah.
You're paying that impound lot.
But
That's-
again,
there's
so
no way
they're.
out of
But
that.
do you know how ridiculous that is?
Well, liking spice on your food is not a crime.
It is not. Definitely not.
But but look, strange. And let's remember again, he's innocent until proven guilty. He'll mount a defense, and he's saying that he's not under the influence. So we shall see.
Yeah, if he submits to the blood draw, they'll do that. It'll be submitted to the lab, and if in fact he has something in his system, it'll come back and determine if so.
And if he doesn't,
if not, all charges are dropped.
So what you're saying is, if police think you look a little weird, or you're pranking them, or you're making them look stupid, they could take you in, make you take your blood out to prove. No, that's not innocent until proven guilty. That is guilty until they take your blood and you prove you're innocent. There's no other way around that. That's what that is. So this is the guy who uploaded it. His name is Jared Sopak. Here, I'm going to give his link. This guy deserves subs, obviously.
I want to read some of the Reddit thread quotes about this. I didn't realize this just happened.
Yeah, this was 2 days ago.
Just happened. Pulled over for too much sauce. This guy's the best. I love Jared's food. Jared Sopak is my new favorite. Somebody wrote, apparently this guy's a YouTuber. He got exactly what he wanted out of Live PD. Somebody else wrote, all these comments about how he wasted the cops' time. The cops chose to conduct an extensive sobriety test and arrest him. They wasted their own damn time on an obvious troll.
Yeah, exactly.
And then somebody wrote, seriously, how unprofessional do you have to be to waste your time on this guy? Dude was baiting so hard while clearly not breaking any laws, and they just swallowed it hook and sinker. These guys are an embarrassment. And then somebody wrote, this is every bored police department harassing high schoolers after dark. They violated his civil rights. Dude, I have a feeling right now that these cops are getting fucking chewed out.
I have a feeling that the producers of Live PD
are also getting chewed out by that department.
This show's already dangerous. The fact that these people know, oh, they're in my county this week, they're over here, I'm going to get on Live PD. This is a guy trolling. What if you get someone that's not a troll? What if you get somebody that wants to do terrible shit and they know where people are?
Do a suicide by cop
Exactly.
live on Live PD. That's my biggest thing.
That's a problem, right?
Because people do this suicide by cop thing all the time, which is, by the way, another way that, when people give you the horrible police brutality statistics, all these cops are just murderous fucking psychos. They always include all of the countless people every year that do suicide by cop, where the cops didn't have a choice. I'm waiting. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to try to do a suicide by cop. And I know they're on a delay and they probably won't air it, but somebody's going to try to get on there and do it. So.
Super chat. And we're already read that. The Moon, 1K viewers. Stephen Lawson, $2. Prefer girls gaping mouth holes so they can't talk back. Netlux TV, $5. I had the cops run an illegal blood test on me forcibly, then impounded my car, all kinds of BS, sued them and won big figures. Fuck the cops. Happy B-Day. Then you have $15. I'll be a Huckleberry in Springfield, Missouri, aka Greene County. The people are successfully trolling police on Facebook Live. I happen to be familiar with this area. It's a mid-sized town, but police like New York, keep up the good work, fellas. $1 from FKB, Royce's backup channel, Daywave Radios, 85 subs from 1,000 to everyone in the chat. Please subscribe. Also, please subscribe to More Like Radio and Cousin Joe. Thank you, guys. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, but these. By the way, somebody said don't ruin Live PD. I like Live PD. I actually like watching the show, but just saying, it opens up the door to things happening, and they're not going to be held accountable.
No, that's very true. Here, I have a little fun video for us to watch.
He'd live in sequins, he'd live in makeup. I think he'd like his life to be like that permanently. Living on a show bus with his dressing up and his makeup and going to the next gig. That would be him perfectly.
When you have somebody who's that focused and knows their own mind, it's kind of like you get to guide them.
We have another Desmond in our midst, is what you're saying.
What fucking world are we living in, man?
But you don't get to direct them.
I would love for Nemes to just be able to not have to explain why he's wearing lipstick or like why he's got nail polish on or just.
No. I don't want him to explain.
They all look just.
I don't want him to explain himself. I want you to explain yourself. I want your parents. I want you guys to explain yourself. And Jesus Christ, there's not enough bangs in the world to cover up that fucking ridiculous forehead.
To hang out with kids who totally get each other.
You know, some kids just don't understand where he's coming from. And
mentally ill, probably been pushed by his parents at a very young age that this is okay, and then normalized it, so then he started doing it. You mean stuff like that?
that's okay. But to find
I'm sorry, but, you know, there's not enough. We don't give enough shit to these fathers. Like, we really don't. These fathers don't even fight for these kids.
No, you're right. I agree.
It's always these fat pigs
some
with
are.
a septum. Yeah, some
There's
are
the
like
one
that
in
guy.
Texas
yeah.
who's in trouble for
I get
it,
it,
yeah.
but he's trying, and God bless him. But there's most of them are just. He's one of the first instances I've heard of a father fighting for his kid. Most of these are single parents, and the guy just goes, "Well, she's taking care of him, whatever." The men are just as complicit in this.
Oh yeah.
like him, with the heels and the makeup and the clothes and dancing and singing. It's like a piece of a puzzle that has all come together now.
Uplifting. This is uplifting. Uplifting. Somebody says, Royce, you keep saying parents, but it's usually just single moms. No, it's what Mike said. There might be single moms. Where the fuck is the dad, though? Did the dad just leave? Is he a piece of shit
I
dad?
always say it's single mothers. It's one of my biggest fucking problems with society is single motherhood. My point is, it takes more than just the mother to become a single mother.
By the
Where are
way,
these
guys,
fathers, and I'm not look. I know people that are divorced, people whose parents aren't together anymore, but the father was a presence in the child's life. So and as much as I shit on women, which trust me, you fucking bitches deserve it. Men also play a huge role in why all these kids are so fucked up. So I'm just saying, just because the dad's it's not a single mother. Women don't fucking fucking generate children through mitosis. Okay, they don't or osmosis. They don't just split off into two different beings. Some dude cummed in her and then didn't want to put any effort into this fucking kid, and just look, yeah, whatever. She handles all the kids. I don't know. He's a little weird, I guess. I don't know.
By the way, Desmond is amazing. The fucking patient zero of this. Both parents are both together, and they both regularly appear on talk shows with him. Just so you know.
Mr. Bally's song. Men are 100% innocent all of the time.
You're right. You're right. Thank you, Bali son.
100%.
Very cool. Our system makes it very difficult for fathers. I know it does. Nobody is nobody's denied. We talk, guys, we've done 370 episodes almost. We know that. We talk about it all the time. The system does make it very difficult for dads.
Yeah,
it absolutely does. Nobody says it doesn't. But in this scenario, there's a lot of scenarios where the dad just fucking goes fuck it and comes in and leaves. And not every scenario is a chick who lied and took like from the fucking sex offender shuffle yesterday. The guy's like, my wife set me up. She was the only one. Not everyone's that.
Or Captain Toothless, who's like, I'll kill my son before I let him do that. Well, that's a little extreme too. But nobody's saying you don't have to kill mom. And I'm just saying, if I had a son, and my wife was, well, my former, my baby's mother was out here parading my kid around at adult strip clubs at night dressed like a little girl. Like I said, I'm not some heartless, crazy person. I would never kill my child. But her life would be definitely up in the air. That's all I'm saying. Because you get rid of mommy, I'm not saying it's going to fix things, but it'll be a step in the right direction.
Remember when we were younger, Mike, and our parents and grandparents told us, like, a lot of these gay people are actually pedophiles and they want to be with little kids. And we were like, what do you know? They don't do. This is a bad look. Like, if you're one of those people, one of these normie gay peoples, which I'm plenty of friends that are normie gays, and I know you do too, Mike. You look at this and you go, whoa, wait a second. I like to suck dick, but what's this? Like, this isn't, whoa. Don't lump us into this. We're not part of this.
When I got, when I started getting, like, kind of red-pilled, it was around the same time that a buddy of mine, who's also very not right-wing at this point, but he is very red-pilled on a lot of stuff. My buddy Jeff, the gay guy.
Yeah, I know Jeff.
But, like, he and I would go, and we would be at some of these, like, clubs. I was still selling drugs and shit. So, like, we would go, and we'd have to be, like, at these kind of gay clubs with adults, not even with kids. But the traipsing around with no shirt on and wigs and just every night with the horrible 90s pop music. And it was like, I could see, even in Jeff, the shift in his attitude of just like, fucking really? Like,
yep.
It's fucking disgusting degeneracy. You know, like, he started going hard down the fucking road, too, because he was like, this isn't us. This isn't humans.
Because you want this man to be in a room with your underage son all day, right? This is what this is better than having a dad there. Having him there.
Am I the only one that has like German marching songs playing in his head right now?
No, I think it's pretty universal. I think it's pretty universal.
One other thing that really...
Okay, wait a second.
I can't.
You saw that, right?
I saw that.
You saw that, right?
What?
That's not sexualizing a fucking kid? We're the crazy people? That's not sexualizing a kid? And to video this with pride, this isn't sexualizing children?
See, now everybody in the chat's going, Und das heißt Erika. I think we're turning people here. Everybody calm down. Let's put our guns away. Yeah, that is, yeah.
Vampiric pedophiles coming after your kids.
Other thing that really bothers me was, getting called a child abuser and that we're, sexualizing them.
You are! Calm down, because I know people don't like when I scream. You are. You are. You are sexualizing them. Did you see the freeze frame a second ago? What would you call that? That was, you know what that was, Mike? That was a wholesome asexual way to show your crotch. Just business.
About expression.
They're not sexualizing them. Look at that. Look what that boy is wearing.
I know, but it's like
If there was but look at this. If there was a little girl wearing that with a grown man, you'd be calling the police. The little boy is wearing this, and it's fine. And it's perfectly fine. And if you criticize it, you're a bigot.
Yeah, I just don't. It sucks because these kids, these kids are going to rise up, and they're going to put all of us in the same camps that the boomers are going to go in.
You're right.
You know what I mean? And I'm not going to be able to look some of the brothers of these kids in the eyes, the ones that are dressed up in Hugo Boss and stuffing me into a cage. I'm not even going to be able to make a case for myself. You know what I mean? Like everybody, it's just like against this kind of thing, but nothing's being done about it. I myself can't even say like, well, I tried, because what are we doing? Nothing. We're bitching about it. I'm just bitching about it on the internet.
But what can you? But
no, I know.
You're right,
I know.
But I mean, I guess if I ever have children, then I could take care of my children and make sure it doesn't happen. But that's the thing. You can't physically stop parents. Like, that's the problem. I think, Mike. I think the reason it is so frustrating is there is nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Like there is nothing you could do. You can't get involved. What are you going to go? Hey, you can't be with your. I can't raise her kid. You know what I mean? Like, I can't take that responsibility. But my problem is the biggest culprit here, because we talked about the parents, we talked about the exploitation of children, but the biggest problem are the people that are normalizing this, are the BBC Threes, are the BuzzFeeds, are the HuffPos, are these salons, Vox, not Day, the fucking other thing. These are the people that is worse. I think worse because let's be honest. There's probably always been weirdos around our whole life, but now they're trying to normalize this. Yes, you're right, Mike. We can't stop moms from doing stuff to kids, but we should be able to do something to stop news organizations from glorifying it, right? Like, I think that's the difference. Like, we shouldn't glorify this. We shouldn't make this look like this is awesome and a free spirit. This is child abuse, no matter what way you want to slice it.
You are the art, and it's extreme. You know, look at the Sistine Chapel. If that isn't extreme, what is?
Is she comparing transgender children to the Sistine Chapel?
It's the same thing, pretty much.
There's a bunch of nude people on it, I guess.
It is a bunch of little kid peckers
Yeah,
flying
little
around
baby
everywhere.
peckers. All right,
Little
maybe it
baby
is.
peckers fucking
Maybe
flying
it
around.
is. Maybe it is.
Yeah, it's just like the Sistine Chapel. A lot of baby dicks.
Especially we're in the middle of the Bible Belt. There's a lot of homophobic, racist people, but he has a good support system.
I don't want to be mad at you.
Yes,
I don't wanna be mad at you.
Somebody in the chat, I do have a teeny tiny bit of German in me. Enough. Just enough.
Enough to know better?
Enough to finally have enough of this someday is all I'm saying.
Now, that man right there, that gay man right there with the super, definitely doesn't have AIDS. This is not a gentleman who has the AIDS virus and who's withering away. That's absolutely not.
Really, Royce, because if you were to ask me and I had to make an educated guess, I would say that he, in fact, maybe had AIDS and was withering away from it.
So, much like Superman, he has a weakness, but instead of kryptonite, it's his low T cells. So everybody has their thing.
Yeah, it's just, he's got, much like Superman, he has a weakness. It's his own sexual impulses. The only one that can defeat Super Gay Man is Super Gay Man with his own sexual proclivities.
And I love how they always say, it's the Bible Belt here, there's a bunch of homophobia. And then they lump in racism. There's a bunch of homophobia. No. I think people think there's either this is how they believe the world. And I'm talking about right-wing people. I'm talking about people in the middle, centrist. People think that everyone either has to think all LGBT is awesome and brave, or I hate them all and want them dead. There's a big middle ground there where it's like, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you want to date a dude. I don't even care if you marry a dude. I don't care, man. Dude,
I was pro-gay marriage just because.
So was I.
But I thought it was because we were talking about, health insurance and life insurance and things of that nature. And shared company 401k. Like, shit like that was a little weird.
Well, this guy's a pre-existing condition.
That stuff clearly needed to be fixed. But it's just, they were like, don't worry, once we get our marriage thing, we're going to be cool. And then they got angrier. It's almost like the more victimhood status you give to people, the angrier they get.
Free says he looks like gay General Zod. No, it's like General Paused.
More like General Zog. Am I right?
Fucking got him.
Get it? Because you get it.
Performance. Do you feel ready?
I actually love to rap.
And by the way, you know what? Little boys don't like you know what they like?
Trains.
They like dressing up, doing goofy shit, right? Didn't you love Halloween when you were a kid?
Yeah, it was the best.
You know, I used to
best.
dress up in I used to dress up like fucking Randy Savage and spin around in the room. And I'm sure to older men in my family, that probably seemed a little gay.
Weird, yeah.
But that was at least somewhat normal. I was looking up to Randy goddamn Savage. So at least you can't say I wasn't looking up at a masculine hero. It was just, he had some flair for the way he dressed. But you don't see me wearing a little fake sequin robe and dun 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 and jumping off the couch and people go, what is he like? And of course there's older guys in your family like, what is he, half a fag or something? This kid gonna grow up be half a fag. And then it turns out, no, it's Randy Savage. But this is just like, I like drag. Well, I liked pretending to be Randy Savage as a kid.
Cole says, little boys like Adderall, Ritalin, and large doses of antipsychotics. Avi. Oh, it's a documentary. Oh, wait. This is just a preview for a documentary about this, a pro-documentary.
By the way, hot docs with the YouTube logo in there, so you know that's not... this is more propaganda for you guys. Remember, this is good. It's good.
$1.99 from Ahmed. There should be a penalty for these parents. Netlux TV says, I was raised with two brothers. by my dad, who got sole custody. My ex-mom is a massive psycho and awful person. Recently found out she's dying, and I don't care. Ones and zeros. Thumbs open. Luger holster.
So I feel like my makeup isn't looking great today.
You want to read the name of the documentary? I
see it.
Do you want to read what it's called?
Drag Kids.
Drag Kids. And no, Mike, it's not what you think. It's not kids on a motor speedway drag racing.
We're losing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, obviously. Yes, we're losing. Of course we're losing.
I just go full prepper at this point.
Yeah, Doomsday Prepper. We should get one of those abandoned.
Yeah, I gotta go move somewhere more rural and red and just fucking start stocking up on container,
shipping containers. Yeah, bury them in the ground.
And fucking that Costco mac and cheese bucket. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
They last like 20 years.
Yeah, they don't go bad.
And it's like
so you means you know it's good.
Yeah, and it's like literally a human's weight in mac and cheese.
Now, this is
I
very.
want to start a cult.
Hold
Can
on.
we start a cult?
This
you guys
is a-
want to start a cult? Can we just just embrace it and be a cult?
Can I point something out here? Sure. Because something that people miss, this Drag Kids
Canadian Broadcasting
CBC doc. So that means the Canadian government. Look, in Canada, the Canadian government, not like a producer, not like the Canadian government is funding this. Again, not some Hollywood producer. The Canadian government is doing this.
How are we even? How are we at a point now where you're not even allowed to discuss this? You're not even allowed to have a two-sided discussion about this topic. It's just what we say goes, and go fuck yourself.
This is unbelievable.
These children are going to be raped.
Oh, yeah.
These children are going to have drug issues much younger than regular people.
Because they're going to be around it.
They're going to have higher suicide rates. That is a fact.
You know what?
You are giving your children up.
You're right, man.
To the altar of just degeneracy.
You pointed something out, and really, it's really something to go into real quick. If you've ever, and Mike, you were in the strip club business. I've had a lot of friends that into this stuff. If you've ever hung around these drag clubs or gay clubs or stuff like that, there is a lot of drug use. So a lot. I mean, next level. There's always drugs.
Take it from a guy who, that was my part of Ybor when I did the drug stuff. Ybor City was broken up into sections, and it was done that way because there were a lot of problems before that. And once we broke it up into sections and everybody respected the fucking boundaries, there were no problems. There was a very good 2-year period there, and Ybor was very peaceful. I got the gay part of town. I got the gay part of town for 2 reasons. One, I was the lowest. I was the lowest at that level to be allowed to even be at that. I was like, thank you. Thank you for my piece of town. They were very homophobic. It was mostly black dudes. There was a lot of Blake Bloods, and there was like gangbangers and black, and they were just like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that side of town. Take it from me, because that was my side of town. Whew, boy, do they have an appetite. Oh, boy, do they have an appetite. I mean, there were nights where I sold out of my drugs by like 9 at night. And I was just like, hey, can I get some more? No, there is no more. And I'm like, should I just go home? Like, it's 9 o'clock at night on a Friday.
You know what it
those
is?
People have appetite.
It's these fucking fat fag hags that have kids, and they're used to hanging out and getting hammered and doing drugs at the drag club every night. Then they have a kid, and they don't want to wait for the kid to grow up to go back to being a degenerate. So they go, oh, here's what I'll do. That I'll get to go to the club with my kid, and I get to hang out there with my friends and do drugs. Let me tell you something. They are growing up in a drug den, in a drug den that's filled with everything they do is sexualized. everything they do is sexualized. So pretend if a kid grows up and they're Canada, if a kid grows up and they're going to turn out normal, you're fucking insane. But don't worry about it. I'm sure YouTube is going to help get the subs up for that movie. Unlike the Unplanned one, which is that Unplanned movie, by the way, you saw what's going on with that one, as hokey as it is, and it's that, you know, the anti-abortion movie Unplanned. Twitter and YouTube were provably fucking with them, blocking them, not unfollowing a bunch of people, doing nefarious stuff and calling it a glitch so people couldn't see it. Like, they have an agenda, and it is fucking clear. And it all circles back to the beginning of the show. The same reason they got rid of Alex Jones, Laura Loomer, Milo. Remember, not too long ago, during this show, we were talking about, oh, man, they got rid of Richard Spencer. And it was like, Richard Spencer's he's an idiot. Who cares? And like, yeah, okay, but it starts with him. And
for England. I stuck up for England, and I got fucking destroyed over standing up for England. I wasn't standing up for England the person, and I'm not standing up for England and his ideas. I'm standing up for freedom of speech. It was always about freedom of speech. It was always about them finding new ways, new legal ways to destroy freedom of speech. Because they go, well, it's, you know, you're not getting arrested for it. No, but I'm getting deplatformed and banks won't work with me. What do you think that all is? We're at war.
Oh, yeah. Financially, especially. Robbie Don't Care, $2. And the beat goes on, yeah. Spencer Lanners, think the Obama Netflix projects will be similar? Probably. The Moon, government-funded program. Yep. And Filipino Shay for $5. And one day, for no reason at all, people voted Hitler into power. I think, let me check the Streamlabs to make sure I'm not missing anything here.
But this is the mistake they keep making. Like, I'm not a pro-Hitler guy. But the people that dismiss Hitler and all of the Germans from the 30s is just, oh, yeah, they were all just evil.
Evil people,
They were all just evil. They were all just demon people. No, that's not how it works. A man had to convince an entire country to give him unlimited, unprecedented levels of power. They had to be in a situation that was so desperate, that felt so like, this is it. It's this or nothing. Like Game of Thrones, Battle of Winterfell type shit. This is it. We have to do something. So they gave the man all unprecedented powers. And things happened. And I'm just saying.
And so, I'll say it. And some people did some things.
And the very people who claim that they don't want to see a rise in far-right neo-Nazi movement in this country, they're lying. The blue check marks that are fighting, quote-unquote, far-right movements are like the doctors fighting cancer. They don't want cancer to go away because then they lose their country club membership. They got to sell T-shirts. They got to make money. So they don't want it to go away. So fucking evil demon people, deplatform. If these people really wanted to see any sort of peaceful coming together of people in this country, they would stop deplatforming people because it pushes people way further into fringe circles, and they would stop dismissing the Nazis as they were evil. Okay, but how did you get a whole country of people to elect a dropout shitty art student as the chancellor and the Führer of Germany? How did you do that? It wasn't a magic spell. It was the frustration created by people who are doing the exact same thing they're trying to do today. This kind of shit. So stop. When it happens again, don't go, whoa, what happened? How did we do that again? Very simple. Very simple.
Nightwave tonight?
People will do anything when they're desperate. Yeah, Nightwave tonight, 10 p.m. I'll post a link in the chat. You fuckers better subscribe.
Before 10 p.m. at 7 p.m., Cousin Joe will be live. Please subscribe to him. There's a link. Cousin Joe's fucking one of the funniest dudes I know. There's a link. Cousin Joe Show, Nightwave. And then tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. is Daywave Live. It has been lit lately, so I suggest you check out Daywave. We give you plenty of content all the time. You might as well cancel your fucking cable. Who needs it? You have us. All right, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with a new Revenge of the Sis. Take it easy.